How's it going, folks? I'm off on a rainy day adventure. The forecast is showers, and I ummed and ahed. I was like, well, am I going to go? Am I not going to go? And obviously I decided to go, so I'm walking up Glen Rosa. I'm going to go up to the saddle, just see how things are. I'll show you the cloud cover in a minute. It's pretty low, but bright spots, so could be that we end up with some really good views, you never know. And yeah, I'll keep you posted on what my route is once I decide what it is. And it's a good chance to test out this wet weather gear, which is the first time I've really worn in the rain, because we haven't had rain for ages, which has been really nice actually. So yeah, let me just show you the cloud cover. We just stopped at the Blue Pools. It's a wee bit different from last week when I was here, as I walked down the valley at probably exactly the same time last week. It was absolutely chock-a-block at the Blue Pools. Not so today. I filmed for 10 minutes and I was the only person there. But the rain has stopped, so I've got the good camera out. And it's really quite nice, I have to say. The clouds are lifting a bit, so I might actually take my waterproof trousers off, let my legs cool down a bit. It's just blissful, absolutely blissful. Here, heading up that. Clouds are lifting a bit, so I'm quite happy about that, obviously. I'm going to go up this steep pool here. It's the first time I've done this route, so it's quite exciting. And that will just leave Keekanahoy, which I've never done, which is just over there. So maybe next week for Keekanahoy. It's very wet, really at the top of North Goatfell. I'm wondering whether to go down into Corrie or to crack on and go over Goatfell. I'm turning back. There's a big scrambly bit, and I don't fancy going up it in these conditions. So I'm going to head back down the way I came, which is making me feel disappointed, but it's the sensible choice. Let me just flip you around, I'll show you the climby bit. Got to go over those humps to get to that peak in the fog there. I'm just not feeling confident enough to do it, and I've been on the go all day and the conditions are pretty grim, so not that going back the way is going to be easy, because it's a lot of gravel underfoot, which is not pleasant to walk on. It's quite slippery as well. I'll be fine though, if we go back down. Oh, it's me back at the saddle. Oh, knackered, wet. A bit dejected actually, because I didn't achieve my goal, but truth be told, it was probably a little foolhardy to go up a route I've never done in the cloud with pockets of heavy rain coming in. And then I got to a big scrambly bit and I was like, I ain't going up that. So I didn't. And on the way down I lost my MSR water filter. It was hooked on to a carabiner. I guess the cap came off and it's disappeared somewhere, so I'm a bit pissed off about that. Not least of all because I'm low on water and I'm about to pass some water sources on the way back down. Hee ho. But am I glad I came? You bet. When I saw the weather today I was like, will I, won't I? And that didn't last long before I was like, yeah, I'm going. So I'm glad I came. It's all adding to the experience of being an outdoors guy, you know, and learning my limitations, discretion and valour and all that, and learning how to put waterproof trousers on when a wind comes in and the rain starts to pelt, and I've ended up putting them on back to front, but it's fine. They're good trousers actually. The hat, it's very wet. This is hemp, so the hat's quite wet. This, well, it's wet underneath because this jacket isn't, although to be fair the water was absolutely pelting down. But this, as soon as I put this on, it's a synthetic down, and it was the perfect thing. As soon as I put it on, it felt like, yay, this was the right thing to bring. I suppose the only better thing would have been an actual down thing. My feet are wet. These are my handbag Tatra 2. They're Gore-Tex lined, and I have treated them with Granger's wax. But I suppose there's only so much water they can repel, but I can feel my socks are wet inside. Could be sweat maybe. Could be. I've got gaiters on, so there's no air getting out the tops. And of course I've got Gore-Tex waterproofs on over that. I might actually change my socks before I go back down. It's not windy and rainy anymore, cloud's still really low. You can see where I've just come from. There. So I was in the cloud for a while, and yeah, it was a little nerve-wracking, I have to say. I used the OS maps on my phone, and I found that really useful for keeping me on the path, because there were a couple of moments when I went off the path. There was a lot of this kind of stuff which is not nice to walk on. It's very slippery, and yeah, it was a bit nerve-wracking actually. So yeah, as I said, it's been a really good experience. I'm glad I did it. Do you know, it was, the more experience I can get, the better I will be. So the great outdoors, ladies and gentlemen. The beautiful Isle of Arran is no longer hot and sunny. It's back to its usual cloudy, gloomy self, which is fine with me. Fine with me. Anyway, I'm gonna wind up the recording here. I'm gonna have myself a cup of tea, walk back down the glen. So thanks for watching this. A failed attempt at summiting Goatfell from the saddle. Next time, for sure. Bye for now.